It was big, maybe too big, and I needed help. The stories of other Indian nations deserved to be told in a way that was truthful and respectful. But how could we do that? If respect was the word that would guide this project, then it seemed logical that we would avoid the white man's version of what had been taught and consult with the representatives of many Indian nations. So we said to them, these are your stories. Tell us how to get them right. So with that mindset, we were able to produce and introduce to you 10 years ago, 500 Nations, a history of North American Indians from the time of creation until the closing of the frontier. I'm gratified to know that 500 Nations has touched many lives, opening a door into a different world for some people, providing a way for others to teach their children about their own history. And I too have learned a great deal through this journey. And from that, I know that we have glorified the frontier, and it should be glorified. The people who crossed this country were brave. I recognize the ingenuity and practicality that each new American needed to create a life. But we must also acknowledge, and not in just one chapter of a book read at a certain age in school, the reality of our national appetite and the loss that accompanied it. Our true history, our nature, our 400-year march across this land is taught in such a casual, watered-down version that it neither offends nor inspires those who could learn the most from it. I believe there exists in this country a national amnesia as to our treatment of the first people. So how was it that there was no place in the American dream for the ancestors of our Native American brothers and sisters? How is it that they became an inconvenience to our national ambitions in their own land? And how do we reconcile that with the country we think we are and purport to the world? There is a disconnect, especially considering we were a country founded on the principles of tolerance where religious and cultural differences occurred. We have a lot to answer for, historically. Our fingerprints are everywhere. So how do we make this right? How do we set the record straight? We do it first by not avoiding the truth. We do it without embarrassment, and we do it without shame. We do it by acknowledging our past and sharing that knowledge in places as logical as the classroom, as simple as the dinner table, or as prestigious as the halls of Congress. 500 Nations attempts to do this through the medium of the modern campfire, television. So welcome back to 500 Nations.